and welcome back here again to Daytona International Speedway to kick off the second half of the Craftsman Cup Series. As usual, I am your commentator, Sean, and we're going to be racing under the lights here at the World Centre of Racing, this magnificent 2.5 mile super speedway. Well, about nearly 3 months ago, we saw the 10 car go into victory lane, and here we are yet again. He's starting on the pole position, and he's going to be alongside Jamie Smith, his by far his best ever qualifying, I believe, in the CCS. Next to him, or starting on row 2, sorry, is Matt McIntyre, already a winner this season, and the best placed rookie Carson Gum, the first of 5 Roush Racing Fords in the field. Yeah, if you look back to what happened 3 months ago, it was an absolutely incredible race. It's just kind of by fluke that, you know, Charles Sanford won the Daytona 500 when in real life that car nearly made it into victory lane in the real life 2000 Daytona 500. So can he actually repeat the feat? He's pretty good around super speedways. He was very good around bullet speedways before an accidentally on hurt his chances. We'll never know. They always say night racing is pretty more exciting, so I'm hoping that is definitely going to be the case. So without further ado, I will stop rambling and let all the cars go out on to the track. Just seeing all the cars shine under the lights, it looks really cool. So out they all go, and this is how they will look for tonight's race at Daytona. So the field are making their way out of turn 4, and the pace car will pull off into the pit lane, and we're going to have 48 laps around Daytona. Charles Sanford, the 500 winner. Jamie Smith, I don't think he's had a CCS ever a win to his name. Matt McIntyre starting 3rd, followed by Carson Gum. I think Brandon Ross has actually had the win before. He starts 5th, No Heart 6th. It is showtime here under the lights at Daytona. It's basically going to take the cars a full lap to get into full speed, as Brandon Ross will go 3 wide here for the lead, getting a good help from Trent Dunham in the number 1 Pennzoil Chevrolet. Listen to them. Ain't that just a gorgeous sound? Looks like Brandon Ross is going to lead the first lap, nearly goes down on Trent Dunham. So yeah, Brandon Ross leads a lap, and he will get 5 bonus points for leading that first lap. Don't forget, every driver who leads a lap, they will get 5 points, and a driver who gets the most laps will get another bonus 5 points. Look at the guy on the inside there, the 11 car. That is, oh, and yeah, Brandon Disco makes contact with Jeremy Tackles. That was almost a wreck, but they kept it going, and were all good on lap number 2. So Tackles then on the first car on the inside, and Tedesco, the all-star winner in unbelievable circumstances, it's given Jeremy Tackles a good run for his money, but then now he will go down low, and who's going to lead lap 2? Will it be Dunham? Will it be Tackles? Or will it be Tedesco across the line? It will be Trent Dunham, so Dunham will get 5 bonus points now. And there's about 16 rows of 3 wide all for position. Here comes Michael Norman for Matei Motorsports. He's now under trying to make a move as Ry Hayden nearly slides up on Dylan Young there. That could have been a big accident there. Now Tedesco, Noah Hart looks like he's a little bit out of line there, but gets back into line. I think the 93 of Matt McAteer gave him some space to go back. Oh, there's cars hitting the wall. Oh, we did see that a few times when cars scraping the wall. That was Noah Hart. Looks like he's actually fallen down the pecking order there. Look. Yep, Noah Hart has really fell down the order. Look at him go. There he is. And it was get held up as well. Carson Gum, Trek Torga, also Wes Bacall and Jessica Shelton and there's Fitzwater. Previous points leader is starting to fall back down the order, especially in the driver's points. Now then, looks like Michael Norman is going to lead the field here. Or is he? Because on the middle is Tedesco and down below is Ry Hayden. Some drivers that are not doing well in the championship there, trying to get some bonus points here. And who's going to lead this lap? It looks like to me it's going to be Ry Hayden, just slightly. I think it was. So Ry Hayden, he will get 5 points now. So I believe we've had 4 different leaders in the first 4 laps as we're heading down to lap 5. As there is the championship leader, Christian Martin. He's going to take the lead, and he's got some help from the 9 of Stephen Colon, who was looking very impressive in the first few races of the season, but it's kind of worn off a little bit, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get back into it. And again, we still got about 18 cars going 3 wide here, or 18 rows, sorry. Everyone kept it off the wall this time, which is good to see. And looks like the championship leader is going to lead a lap away from his teammate as well. And Dylan's not doing well in the championship, so Dylan could have needed those 5 points. Now Colin goes to the inside. Oh, and there's a wreck! There's a wreck! There is a wreck! Caution is out, and Seth Cole is beached pretty much the same place where he flipped over in the Gatorade race, and that's Noah Cars too. Noah Cars is just recovering from a spin. So caution has just come out. There is the pace car, and Seth's Cole doesn't look like it's too badly damaged. Maybe it's just spun on the inside there. But the field are making their way back to the caution flag. Who's going to lead it? They're going to be 3 wide across the line, and by the looks of it, it might be Stephen Colon. Yes, indeed it is. Colon led it, going to the caution flag, so he will pick up 5 championship points. But we're going to see what happened to Seth Cole to bring up the first caution here. So this is the first caution here. Not going to look at the Goodyear blimp at the minute there, but as you can see, they went 4 wide going in over to the tri-oval, and Noah Hart just seemed to just squeeze Seth Cole down just a teensy bit. Then there's the contact. Noah Cars into Noah Hart, into the 40. 3 into 1 really doesn't go. Jesse Turner tried to miss it by going to the inside, spins the 40 around. Then you can see there's the 44 also. Nathan Orman just misses him. Jesse Turner comes back onto the track completely fine. Yeah, Kyle Matthews does a great job there. Yeah, Nathan Orman does get held up by the spinning 44. And then the 40 car gets back onto the banking and is stuck. Like I said, he had a little roll there in his Gatorade jewelries back in the first round. And now he is completely stuck. So, yeah, that's what happened. Just a minor incident. And let's get some onboard replays of this. So this is on board with Jesse Turner. And you can see the 2 Noahs there in the middle. And now riding with Nathan Orman, who was right behind Jesse. And nearly Noah got some, nearly got rolled over. And on board with Seth Cole, just not being his day tonight. Mind his own business. And then back onto the bank track and then is completely stuck. Welcome back then, as we have covered all of the replays that brought out the first caution. No cars went into the pit lane, so they're going to go back to the green flag. As you can see from the pace car, the lights are off. Stephen Colon will lead the field back to the green flag, followed by... Oh, that's the pace car. My apologies there. Christian Martin sitting second. Chris Summers in third. Matt McLean fourth. Dylan Young fifth. Stefan Papies in sixth. Then seventh place, as we will change a camera angle, sorry. There we go. Cole Diva sitting in seventh. Ry Hayden in eighth. James Qualls ninth. And Sam Oskin completing the top 10. Seth Cole, as you can see there, he is back on the track, but unfortunately he is running 2 laps down. So he's currently running in last place, unfortunately. Pace car pulls off into the pits. We are back underway. Green flag is out. We're back on lap number 11. Christian Martin is back into the lead, and now Matt McLean's going to bring his Budweiser Chevrolet into the mix, and he will go into second place. And look at the run there from the Talladega winner, Cole Diva, getting a good help from the 75 of Ry Hayden. So a couple of drivers making good starts. Martin, McLean, Diva, as well as Ry Hayden, and also the 88 of James Qualls as their double file for the first 5 rows. And then you've got the first free wide activity, which Diego Spina in the black and yellow 97, not the green and yellow John Deere 97. It is black. It's the car that he raced back in the Bud shootout. There he is. And he's just been passed by the 28 of Jeremy Tackles. And behind him is the guy that started 4th and his teammate, Carson Gum. Look at the cars moving left and right. That's such a gorgeous sight to see. As we're 4 wide there for the lead. 4 abreast for the lead. We did see 4 wide that happened not long ago that brought out a caution. They go back to 3 wide. Thankfully, we keep it all right. And Cole Diva looks like he's going to lead that lap. Indeed, he does. So Diva led that lap. But now here comes Ry Hayden in the Galaxy Motorsports number 75. Still getting pushed by James Qualls and Brant Tedesco. Dylan Poteet is there now too. Joshua Collard is also up there too. Seth Colvert car looks a bit damaged. Probably the valence might have been a little bit torn up after the accident. Need to check also on Jesse Turner because he took a bit of a hit from Seth Cole from spinning the air, hitting him around. We need to see where the 41 is. He's somewhere in there. No, there he is there, side by side with the 94 of Jessica Shelton, as James Qualls led that lap, and he will get himself 5 bonus points. Multiple different leaders then we're seeing here at the World Centre of Racing. Great racing, as you can see there, and we're going back again to about 10 rows of 3 wide for the lead, and all the way back down to like 35th place. Do you want to see it from Nico Ketchum's point of view? There you go. This is from Nico Ketchum's point of view. He's sitting in 41st place. There's just literally nowhere to go, isn't there? And there's the pole setter right back there. There he is, the 10 of Charles Stanford. Guys easing off the throttle here, trying to save that bit of fuel to try and go all the way, all the distance. I mean, we have seen in other Daytona races there that the inside is not necessarily the best line. The middle and the outside are the better line. As Nico's got a good run now. Who's that now into the lead of the race? Watch this camera view. Look at this. Oh, it's such a gorgeous view, that, isn't it? Seth Cole's actually caught up now, so that's good. He's caught up there, but still he's a couple of laps down. Oh, Poteet! Oh, that was a bit close there from Dylan Young. Oh, wow! Samet Oskin, there was a little touch from the rear, but Samet thankfully backed out of it. And now we've got a sea of cars going 3 wide into turn 3. Tedesco on the outside, Poteet in the middle, and Joshua Collard now going on the inside with Jeremy Tacos too. More cars hitting the wall, but keeps it going. That must have been a few cars that scraped the wall. That might be Matt McLean. McLean, as well as Ray Hayden, Cole Diva, and I think also the point leader, Christian Martin, may have got held up too. So the field is kind of fanned out a little bit. Look at the mess, actually, from 30th on back. Look at this. Oh, there might have been another incident that happened ahead, because I think the inside had to slow down too. So this is going to be an absolute mess going into... oh wow, the top 3 have actually pulled away. So something did happen further front when we were actually trying to hang up coverage from the back of the pack. So now Joshua Collard leads, followed by Dylan Young in second, Poteet in third, and then you've got Daniel Voiles, who's running, I believe, 40th in the championship, running in 4th position. There's a look at the pace card again. Then you've got Samet Oskin that's leading this gigantic pack of cars behind him in 5th, followed by McIntyre and Cody Lammers. And Lammers is about to be passed by his teammate Nick Gunther, but Gunther sticks in behind and actually goes in to help his teammate get in the draft. Lammers was going to go to the inside, but then thinks better of it. No, he's going to go 3 wide now. If I was Nick Gunther, help your teammate, help the 33. That's what he wants to do. No, but Nick decides to go into the middle of the track. He feels like his car's looking good in the middle, not on the outside. Now he goes and helps Cody Lammers. Right, the field is getting... Oh, Dylan Young made the move and Joshua Collard put the block. Collard leads yet another lap. Here comes Daniel Voiles on the outside. And Levi McIntyre, the Las Vegas winner, getting a good run too. Carson Gump back in the middle. Now we're starting to see some names I haven't seen up at the front here. There's the 99 of Danny Wells, previous point leader, as well as Kyle Matthews in the 24. And Jesse Turner, who was involved in the lap 5 wreck. There he is. Probably the 6th car on the inside line. Oh, we're going to go 4 wide, aren't we? We're going to go 4 wide for the lead. Stephen Colon's at the back end of the pack. Oh, dear. We did see 4 wide. They are still 4 wide, are they? Oh, that is so tight. And they've just about made it. No, Daniel Voiles goes low, and now he'll make it 4 wide. Oh, this is some compact and very tight racing here. Can they keep it going, though? Oh, the 33 and the 3 are leaning on each other. Look at this. We've got 2 rows of 4 wide. Oh, this is utter chaos. This is absolute sheer chaos that's about to happen. Oh, there's a problem for Tacos. I think Jeremy Tacos, second in the championship, is in the pits. And that's a lot of damage on the right-hand side. He may got collected off the wall. Ospina may got held up because he's fallen out of the draft, sort of. Nathan Hudson, RJ Bishop and Stephen Colon. Nathan Orman just playing at the back there. He's not want to make a challenge up to the front. Oh, and we've got a wreck. We've got a wreck. Who's that spinning? Tedesco's around. Smoke billows from all over the place. And it's a lot of drivers. Lammers is involved. Stephen Colon. James Qualls and his car's on the inside too. I see the Valvoline. I see Nico Ketchum and Stefan Papiez, who just clips in and his engine's done and he's out of the race. Carson Gum also. Oh, and Carson Gum goes into Stefan Papiez and Ray Hayden spins him out. Caution is out then on lap number 21. Daniel Voiles is slow too. He's also picked up some right side damage too. So Jeremy Tacos probably made the wisest choice there by pitting because there's an accident that's happened. And he's actually out onto the track there. Now I think the caution mate came out. He might be actually good to go because he will be back on the lead lap. Yeah, so if he can drive by the other cars, which he's doing so, he will get himself back onto the lead lap. And if all the other drivers comes into the pits, he's going to be leading. And it was Danny Wells that came across the line leading to get the caution flag. So Jeremy Tackles should thank his lucky stars that the caution came out. Stefan Papiez's day is done. And Cody Lammers, a lot of damage there done to his Andy Petrie Chevrolet. Now let's see if the driver's actually going to come into the pit lane. Let's see. We'll look at Andy McCrory, who's sitting third. Kyle Matthews in second. And Danny Wells. Yep, they're all coming into the pits. So Jeremy Tackles will stay out and he will come out as the leader. And Seth Cole's running one or more laps down, so he cannot make a pit stop during when the leaders are making a pit stop. So he has to do another lap. So in comes the whole field, except for Jeremy Tackles, as Jesse Turner's the first to make his pits. In goes Danny Wells. So everyone is in. Are they going to make 4 tyres? Are they going to make 2 tyres? We'll just see. As we're looking here at Danny. And it looks like a bit of damage there on Sam Oskin's car. You can see the 31's a little bit beaten up from the side, as well as Daniel Voiles. Out goes Danny Wells, but Trek Togg just drove into him. And Danny gets held up by his teammate Nico Ketchum in the process. Does he still come out as the leader? I think he may have. Yes. Noah Hart's going to come out potentially. Oh no. Andy McCrory comes out. Comes out second place, because there is your new race leader, Jeremy Tackles. So let's go back a few minutes ago to see what happened to bring out the second caution of the night. So here we go then. This is what brought out the second caution, and yet again they went 4 wide. And as I've said before, going 4 wide at Daytona is usually a bad idea, and this is what happened. Coming off the backstretch, just some very tight racing. The 17 and the 18 touch, then the 17 gets into the 41, who gets into the 3. Cody Lammers hits the wall. The 55 looks like he's nearly half spinning. And this is when a whole array of cars just gets involved here. The 75, they all go down to the apron of the track. Daniel Voiles is spinning. A lot of drivers involved. The 16, the 75, the 36, the 32. Then there's more contact there. Cody Lammers drives into Chris Summers. Then there's Christian Martin, the championship leader. He's got some damage there too. The 42 and the 88, the 6. And there's the 9 that hits as well. Michael Norman also hit the 33. A lot of drivers were involved in that accident. About 12, 13, maybe 14 cars involved in this accident. Big incident that happened here on lap number 21. And then this will end the All-Star Race champion by just going into the back of the 33. Further forward here, I want to see... Further forward here, let's see what happened here. Let's see. Yeah, so here we go. There was a slight contact that Stefan Papies went into Cody Lammers, and then his engine's billowing, so he is out of the race. And then just watch here for Carson Gum. There's a sheer aggression here on Carson Gum. Just drove right into the 32. I think Carson might have to go into the hauler after that there. That sheer moment of aggressionness from Carson. So, yeah, a lot of accidents, a lot of cars involved. Let's get some onboards. For Brandy Disco, the day is done for the All-Star winner. Look how close the race is there, and then this is when the accident happens. Sheer carnage. And there's the hit from the championship leader, Christian Martin. Let's see how damaged his car is. And this is from Wes McCall, and he got through this. It's basically like a lottery if you get through it or not, and fair play to Wes, he did. His spotter did great. So we're into the second half of the championship, and we're also into the second half of this race. The pace car's going to pull off, and we're going to get back to the green flag, and we're going to be on lap 26 out of 48. Jeremy Tackles, by virtue of making that pit stop before the big one happened, is fortunately enough to be leading this race. Second place then is Anthony McCrory. Third is Danny Wells. Fourth is Noah Hart. My apologies. I'm having an absolute brain fart. My apologies. Fourth is Noah Hart. Kyle Matthews in fifth. Then Jesse Turner, Richard Johnson, Jamie Smith, Dylan Poteet, and Nick Gunther is ninth, sorry. And in 10th place is Trent Dunham. We're back on the way. Now let's see if that damage there on Danny Wells is going to cost him. That damage there with Trick Torger in pit lane. I wonder if that is going to hurt the aerodynamics of the Ford. As well, the same could be said for Tackles, because mind he had a bit of damage on his right side too. But anyway, McCrory goes into the lead. Jesse Turner, who was involved in that lap 6-5 accident, is going for second spot, and we did see he was involved as well in that the big wreck on the backstretch, but luckily enough he kept it going. Oh, wow, Ospina came close to hitting the wall. Here comes Turner. He's not going to lead this lap though. That lap was led by Anthony McCrory, so McCrory, I don't know if he's already led a lap, but he will get himself 5 championship points for that. Now let's see where the championship leader is, Christian Martin, and all of that. Is his car quite a bit damaged? Let's see. There he is, sitting there in 37th place. And he's got Nathan Hudson ahead, followed with Seth Cole. There's Michael Norman, James Qualls, and Nico Ketchum. There's RJ Bishop, followed by Chris Summers there. And then we've got this pack of cars here, which is now led by Richard Johnson for Joe Gibbs Racing. And behind him is Dylan Poteet in the 22 Caterpillar Dodge. A Dodge? That's a car he'll be racing next year. Sorry, with the Pontiac. Anyway, here comes the outside pole sitter. He's not led a lap this race tonight. He wants to go and take it. And take it he does. So now put Jamie Smith into the lead. He's got to hold that on now for another half a lap. And he will pick himself 5 championship points as a result of it. 3 wide racing behind, Seth Cole, James Qualls, and Nico Ketchum. And I think Seth is actually stuck behind damaged race cars, even though his car was relatively fine on the backstretch. Christian Martin's passed Nathan Hudson, so that'll be 3 points gained for the championship for Christian. As now the whole pack of cars is going into maybe about 9 cars now. Triple file at about 195 miles an hour. Anyway, Dylan Young now goes into the lead. And now, not for long maybe, because the 14 of Wes McCall, he wants to go and lead. As I think they're 4 wide with Shelton and Fitzwater, Danny Wells too. We went 4 wide a couple of occasions. Was that Levi McIntyre pulling into pits? No, he didn't. Okay, my apologies. Yeah, we went 4 wide the 2 times, and the 2 times they did it, they went out and brung a caution. Luckily, they kept it going, thankfully. They went back to 3 wide. Danny Wells, then, who restarted in 3rd, is now at the back end of the pack. So, probably the right side damage on his Ford is definitely paid effect. And look who's working his way up back through the order. The pole sitter, the 500 winner, Charles Sanfer, in that white Pontiac, as Joshua Collard now is back in the lead. Now you've got the 2 teammates then, side by side, the 8 and the 1. Matt McLean, Trent Dunham, side by side. You can see Levi McIntyre is just trying to catch up to this lead pack here, but look at the advantage there Joshua Collard now has. And look at Sam Oskin in the 31. So we've got 3 Chevrolets battling for second spot, and they're trying to hunt down Joshua Collard, who's got a little bit of an advantage here. And now look who's also behind Nathan. Look who's also behind Sam Oskin. Nathan Ormond, the guy who finished second in the Daytona 500 nearly 3 months ago. And he was at the back end of the field for the first half of the race. And now in the second half, he feels like he's ready to get going and make a charge and get up to the lead and hopefully stay there. And hopefully he can rectify the problem, what happened to him in the first round of the championship, as Nick Gunther just slides in the gap between Ormond and Coldiva. But again, Collard's car is looking really good out front. Oh, look at Nick Gunther trying to stick a nose underneath Nathan Ormond. Doesn't do it. What, on lap 32 out of 48, so not nearly coming down then with 15 laps to go. Some fantastic racing here. Unfortunately, had to be some crashes here, but great racing here still at the World Center Racing here at Daytona International Speedway. But look, still the gap that Joshua Collard. Oh, there's a wreck! And someone's upside down. That's Sam Oskin. This is the big one, folks. This is the big one. Oh, a huge amount of cars involved. Oh, and Stephen Collin, and it's a pile-up. An actual pile-up. And they're still piling in. Dylan Young. Oh, Christian Martin's out. Christian Martin is out of the race, and he took a heavy hit. Look at the damaged cars. Nathan Hudson's trying to bop and weave his way through the badly damaged cars. James Cole's car is done. Look at the state of that car. That is a write-off. He's out. Michael Norman's out. Seth Cole's out. Oskin was upside down, I'd seen. Westbrook Cole, a lot of damage to him. This is the huge one at Daytona. RJ Bishop involved. Ketchum got a piece of it too. Chris Summers. Matt McLean, he's got some damage too. A lot of championship leading cars involved in a big accident off of turn 4. And the caution is out for the 3rd time tonight. Richard Johnson's going on the grass. I don't know why, what on earth he's doing. And unfortunately, looks like there's a bit of damage there too on the 500 winner. Yep, Charles Sanford's got a lot of damage. But Jesse Turner, his luck has finally ran out. He's got a lot of damage on his Chevrolet. He could be done for the day. Diego Espino, Kyle Matthews, all of the drivers then involved. Got a lot of damage. I think it's going to be quite a lot of cars that's going to head into the pit lane. Yep. Oh, Levi McIntyre, he's got some damage. Look at them all going into the pit lane. Caution is out for the 3rd time. And it is a huge one. Look at the stack of cars going into the pits. Here's a replay. Looking back at the replay, the number 1 rule in motorsports is never take out your teammate. And that's exactly what Trent Dunham has done to his teammate. He gets into the rear of Matt McLean. Both of them went down. Matt McIntyre is involved. Then you can see the 31 is going to get 2 big hits. That's when he gets flipped over. Brandon Ross is involved. He's spinning on the infield. We're going to have to change it to the helicopter view because there's going to be a lot of drivers that were involved. A heck of a lot of drivers involved. Look at this. McLean, Ross, Fitzwater, McIntyre, Tackles is in it. Charles Sanford is in it. Ospina, Carson Gum. Here comes the rest of the cars that are going to come through. And then just watch the hit there from the 9 car. Gets a ruthless hit from Seth Cole. Now we're just going to have to wait until there's the 2 car. There's the 31 and the 14. They all come together. They've come to rest. Here comes Michael Norman. And just drives into the back of the 2. As well as the 16. And then here comes... Oh my goodness, and just Christian Martin just drove into Seth Cole and he rolls over for the 2nd time at Daytona. Absolute big accident. And that's taken at least about 20 cars involved, at least more involved in, well, I thought we had the big one, but this is the even bigger one. This is the gigantic one at Daytona. I think we're going to have a lot of onboard replays for this one. Let's get going with them. And onboard with Sama Oskin. Hold on to your chair here. This is going to be quite a ride with Sama Oskin. And he was 3rd in the championship coming into this before this massive accident for Sama. Just watch more of the cars just pile in here. Look. From Jesse Turner's view. Oh, Carson Gum took a lick. Danny Wells just got through that hole there too, but I think he just didn't get a beat on board with Danny Wells. Oh, he just got clipped by Wes McCall. And from Christian Martin, the wreck you can see has already happened. Oh, wow, he just never backed off the throttle there. I think Seth Cole may have severe whiplash yet again. On board with Seth Cole. He's catching up to the 5 and the 27. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, wow. And the two Penske cars laid to rest. Further back now, Michael Norman. I think Dylan Young might also have whiplash too. Let's do one more view from Nico Ketchum. Wow. Oh, wow, that was vicious. I tell you what, that is probably the most expensive. Oh, wow, he's hitting a lot of cars. That has probably got to be the most vicious wreck, the most expensive wreck we've ever had in the CCS. Well, welcome back here, and I have to say a big prop to the track marshals for clearing all the debris out there, because that's how many cars that is left. I counted a total of 27 cars involved in that massive accident, and that's how many cars that are left. 23 cars were retired from the race, and I'll give you a rundown of all the drivers that were involved. Deep breath. Sam Oskin, Matt McIntyre, Trent Dunham, Matt McLean, Kyle Matthews, Brandon Ross, Carson Gum, Wes McCall, Dylan Young, Jesse Turner, Zachary Fitzwater, Jeremy Tarkles, Levi McIntyre, Charles Sanford, Diego Ospina, Stephen Colon, Dylan Poteet, Andy McCrory, Richard Johnson, RJ Bishop, Chris Summers, Seth Cole, Nico Ketchum, Michael Norman, Christian Martin, James Qualls, and Danny Wells. Those were all the 27 cars that were involved that happened on that massive accident, and we've got now at least, I think, 16, maybe 17 cars left after that. So we're going to go back to the green flag now, after the crowd have been absolutely wowed up by that humongous accident there. You can see the skid marks left on the track. We're going to have 11 laps of racing to go, and as you can see there, it is Collard from Ormond, Hart, Gunther, Coldiva, Ry Hayden, then Trek Torger, Shelton, Noah Cars, Jamie Smith, and I think Nathan Hudson is in 11th position. And we're back underway. We are at the green flag as there's the pace car. We did see Brandon Ross. Some of these drivers were involved in that big accident, and you can see the 3, the 28, the 50, and the 8, the 20. They are all still running. I mean, I hope there won't be another accident there, because there's not many cars that's left. Look at them. Can't believe 23 cars were actually out of the race because of that giant wreck that happened where the cars just went out there. Anyway, Nathan Norman then goes into the lead. Here comes Ry Hayden on the Ford on the inside. Nick Gunther in the middle, and Joshua Collard, who was leading coming to the green flag, has fallen down to about 4th place at the moment. Next time by, we're going to have 10 more laps to go. And as you can see there, Richard Johnson then fallen by the wayside. There he is. He's currently running in 17th place. So there are 17 cars left in this race. And there's McCrory and Tacos. Like I said, who was involved in that big wreck. They are okay, as well as Nathan Hudson. He wasn't involved. He was quite far back. Matt McLean, he's okay. Dylan Pulte trying to tag onto the tail end of this lead pack of cars, which is still led by Nathan Ormond. So now we've got 10 laps of racing to go now, and Ormond leads. Collard second. Gunther looks like he's trying to go on the outside of Ry Hayden, but Hayden has got no help. In fact, take that back. Oh, I think Noah Carr's had a great run, and Jamie Smith's noticed the run. Looks like Joshua wants the lead back on the 25. Will he get the job done? As then Nick Gunther tries to go and take a different line, go across the tri-oval. And I think Collard actually did lead that lap. 3 wide for 5th place. Noah Carr's on the inside. The 21 of Jamie Smith in the middle. And then Ry Hayden falls back. So a few of these drivers are going to eventually get themselves a top 10. And one of them was Jessica Shelton in that 94 McDonald's car. She has not had a top 10 or a top 5. Credit to her name this season. Tonight might be the night. Dylan Pulte then still hanging on to the tail end of this lead pack here. But Collard now leads. Noah Hart going for 2nd place. There's a whole gang of Pontiacs on the inside. And it looks like the Chevrolets are trying to go on the outside. But here comes Noah Carr's. And we might have ourselves a Penty Enterprises 1-2 at this rate. Not for long. Here comes Jamie Smith. He goes to the inside. Here comes the 3 of Brandon Ross. And now Noah Hart dips low on Joshua Collard. We might have ourselves a new leader here. And I don't think Noah Hart has led a lap here tonight. Is he going to lead the lap, or will Collard get that lap? It's going to be nip and tuck, but I think Collard may have just led that lap, as we have got 7 more laps to go. Noah Carr's nearly pushing Noah Hart up the track. Don't forget, them two were involved in a 4-wide situation that caused the accident on lap 6, which meant Seth Cole was punted around. Now they're working together to try and get into the lead, but still Joshua Collard having a really good car up front. He was battling up front for the Daytona 500 win back in round 1, but then the car slid away from him. It just fell out of the lead draft and fell down to about roughly, I think he finished in about 20th position in that race. But he's pulling away. Look at him go. Look at Josh go in that STP Pontiac. Oh, Brandon Ross was trying to sneak underneath Jessica Shelton. And Jamie Smith is trying to make a move on the 44. Can he get it? Is he going to get help though? Is Jamie? Not really. Brandon Ross is helping Nick Gunther in through the middle. And now Dylan Pulte has now got himself into the mix. So we've got 12 cars here now, all battling for the lead. And we've got Trick Torga running in 11th place, as well as Cole Diva, the Talladega winner. It's right on board with Cole Diva then, as we have got now 5 laps to go. It's on the inside of Trick Torga in the 66. Noah Hart and Joshua Collard battling side by side for the lead. Ormond way up high in turn 2. Now Ry Hayden goes into the draft of, I believe that is the 3 of Brandon Ross, and Trick Torga gets a good run off of 2 and goes to the inside himself. He's got a superb run. He's going to try and go on the inside of Ry Hayden. Couldn't do it just yet. And I think that's now Noah Carr's has got into the lead. I think the 44 has now been pushed by Jamie Smith into the lead of the race as we've got 4 more laps to go. Oh no, Jamie Smith now goes to the inside in the Sitco Ford. The outside pole sitter wants to win. a CCS race. Nick Gunther, who was so close to winning it not long ago. Oh, whoa, when he gets into Jamie Smith, what a save! What a save that was there from Jamie Smith. That was reminiscent of Mike Skinner, and I think it was like, was it Chad Little in the 1990 Daytona 500? But what a save. Jamie Smith, great car control, and now they're catching up to the lap car of Richard Johnson to put him a lap down. But I tell you what, there, the goosebumps on Jamie Smith would have been well up there after that little moment. Well, it wasn't a little moment, it was a big moment. But what great car control from Jamie Smith to keep the car on the go. What's Cole Diva doing? What's Cole Diva doing? Nearly slides right up in front of Dylan Poteet. And Dylan didn't appreciate that. He gets into the back of the 42. Now they're catching up to the tail end of the 20 of Richard Johnson. The inside's clear, but he's stuck on the outside. Noah Cars is stuck. Nathan Ormond is stuck, as well as the 43 of Joshua Collard. And now the top two of Jamie Smith and Noah Hart out in front. And Trek Torga is got up into third place. Brandon Ross is in fourth. And we've got 2 laps of racing to go. Here comes Hart. Noah Hart to the inside. As we've got 5 miles of racing still to go. Look at Trek Torga now into third position. Brandon Ross a little bit high up on the track. Nick Gunther goes with him too. Ry Hayden in the 75 looking low on Nick Gunther. But look at the run that Jessica Shelton's got. She will go to the inside now. Still side by side for the lead. The 18 on the inside, the 21 on the outside. Now we've got a 5-car battle for third place as we're coming to get the white flag. This time by 2.5 more laps of racing to go to determine the winner of round 11 of the CCS. It has been an absolutely phenomenal race. How will the finish turn out to be? The leaders, the third place gang is catching on the top 2 as they're still side by side. Now it's Nick Gunther that's gone into third position. Here comes Shelton. She's going to take fourth position away on Brandon Ross with some good help from the Cars as Nick Gunther goes 3 wide now for the lead onto the backstretch the last time. Jamie Smith is ahead on the outside, still 3 wide for the lead. Well, this is for the win, isn't it? Here they come then, off of turn number 4. Who is going to win this race? As they are still going to go 3 wide. Is it Gunther? Is it Noah Hart? Oh, and it's so close at the finish. I think Gunther may have won this race. I think we're going to have to check a photo replay on that one because that is that's a close finish again. We saw it at Talladega 2 weeks ago. I think this one might be even closer. The cars are all slowed down because that is the end of the race. But I think we need to check a replay to see who actually won the race. It was between Nick Gunther in the 55 and Noah Hart in the 18. We need to stop it and check the replay. Here we go then. Here is the replay. I don't think this is a good view here. I just don't think it is. But you can see there that the 55 is ahead, but the 18 is getting closer and closer. And they're going to be side by side across the finish line. And you can see that Noah Hart is slightly ahead. But then Nick Gunther's going to have the shorter lane on the inside. Oh my goodness me. I think they went dead on. I think they were dead on. We actually need to take a still picture. We need to take a still picture. Here we go. Yep, see, Gunther's on the inside. And where's the finish line? Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is the win. For who? I can't tell. We've got to change camera angles here. Who's actually got ahead? I don't know. Oh my giddy. I can't tell. I really cannot tell. By the looks of it, though, I think Noah Hart's front end is more in the yellow line than it is with Nick Gunther. So my apologies to Noah. I think Noah Hart may have actually won this race, but by the looks of it, that is about 1,000th of a second. Oh my goodness. We need to get a better look here. Right, I think this is going to be no, that's not going to be a better view. I actually think Noah Hart actually may have won this race. I have to determine this. I really do, because this is unreal. I think Noah Hart's actually got this win, you know. Let's have a look. Yeah, do you know, I think you can just see there's a little bit of tarmac there between the yellow line and Nick Gunther, and you can see there's no tarmac there with Noah Hart and that yellow line. So I believe Noah Hart may have won this race, but it is the incrediblest of slimmest of margins. That is the win for Noah Hart there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can confirm up the top left. Yeah, it did. Noah Hart won this race. There you go. Noah Hart won the race. I believe that's probably by 1,000th of a second. That's even closer than the 2003 ending when Ricky Craven won it over Kurt Busch. This race was won by 1,000th of a second, ladies and gentlemen. What an unbelievable race that was there. There is your winner. Congratulations then to Noah Hart on winning round 11 of the championship by 1,000th of a second. Unbelievable. What a race that has been. I said about Papyrus being race of the season, then Talladega being race of the season, and then it was the All-Star race of the season. That one betters it all. I tell you what, the CCS is back, and it is absolutely back with a bang. What an unbelievable race that was. We see the 27-car pile-up, we see the 15-car pile-up, 23 cars out of the race, and the race was won by 1,000th of a second by Noah Hart in the Joe Gibbs Interstate Pontiac Batteries car. What an unbelievable way to end a truly incredible race. Thank you so much for watching this epic race and this finish too. Please give this race a like and a thumbs up and all that. Join us in the Discord server, because I think there's going to be plenty of people talking about that finish right there. So until then, I've been Sean. We'll see you again next week for round 12 of the championship. I need to get my breath back. Hopefully it'll be all right for Kansas. See you next week.